After finishing the process of starting up, the machine cassette region and the sample region will turn green as indicated on this one. So this is the sample region, you can see it is green, and this is the cassette region, it's also green. So the machine is ready for further activity. So the beginning of the day, you need to start checking up everything to ensure that the machine has sufficient reagents, water, and all that you need, including cuvettes. So the first process, you'll first by checking the solid cuvette region. Solid cuvette region. So, yes. Solid waste cuvette region. You'll check. So this is the region. You can see. You just open. You just close it and open. And then you pull it out. So this is the solid waste region. To ensure that it's empty before you can start anything in the beginning of the day. So after you've checked the cuvette region, if you have replaced your container, if it is okay. If you have replaced your container, it'll say yes. If you have replaced your container, it'll say yes. But since we haven't replaced our container, we are just going to say no. So the second thing that you need to do is check your water reservoir to ensure that you have sufficient water before you can start anything, the procedure of the day. So this is the water reservoir. So the water reservoir, you can just replace it using distilled water, deionized water. You can use a funnel or anything else. You can just pour water inside directly. And then you need to empty your liquid waste container. This is a liquid waste container. It's usually green, and it is good to label your waste container. So this is your waste container. Then you need to check your paper to ensure that in your printer there's enough paper so that you can print your results, QC, calibration, and all the data you need from the machine. So it is good to ensure you have sufficient paper before you can start the day. So the next thing you need to check is your reagents to ensure that your reagents are okay, they are not expired. So the reagents are stored in cassette region. So you pull rack one by one, checking the expired reagents. But you can also do the same thing by just checking directly to the computer. So once you finish checking your reagent, the second procedure is checking your activator in the ISC rack. So you go to the ISC rack, then you check all the reagents that you need in your ISC rack are sufficient, starting with the activator. So this is activator. This is the activator. Ensure activator is sufficient. This is HR. ISC solution 2, ISC solution 1, ISC deprotonizer. So ensure all the fluids, the liquid, the solution that you need, the reagents are sufficient enough before you can start the day. And then you just return your ISC rack slowly and carefully. So after you've returned your ISC rack, your machine, your computer will give you a pop-up so that you can indicate which reagent you've replaced. Since we haven't replaced any of our reagents, you just say okay, you cancel. So your machine is ready. You have ensured everything is sufficient. all the tests have been done, all the controls have been, so all the reagents are inside, so you are ready to perform control, calibration, and anything else. If you have a yellow mark like this one on your startup screen, this indicates there's an issue. It's a warning sign. It's on the service icon. This is the service icon, so there's a yellow mark, indicates that there's a warning sign. There's something that you need to do, maybe calibration, ISC check, and etc. And then you can go to service section and click perform. For example, yeah, you can click perform and you start your day. Thank you.